Okay, guys. Welcome back. Wow, you are really giving me a lot of drinks, mister.
Well, you need hydration as well.
True. Yeah. Alright. Let me... Perfect. I'm good to go. Right. Need to put myself correctly. Welcome back, everyone, to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Of course, right now we are playing through the final game in that trilogy, Spirit of Justice. I am very, very excited to play this game today because we are about to get to... I think the case that we're about to start is where this game goes from being good to being really good. So yeah, because I feel like the whole trilogy, the kind of overarching story that's going to start in this next case is yeah, it's really, really good. Also, I am very, very, very excited and happy to announce that since that it's taken me a minute to set this up because I had to get my artist, shout out to Alexa, to resend my emote files, but on Twitch I now finally have emotes. So if I go to my own emotes, then let's try one out in chat. Yay! Oh my god, it looks so good. So if you are on Twitch, you can now react to my stream in emote format using my very own emotes. Hello, Ibrahim. It's a shame YouTube doesn't do emotes. Like, it does do emotes, but it doesn't do like personalized emotes, not that I'm aware of. So unfortunately, if you do want to experience my own custom emotes, you will have to go onto Twitch to do that. So yeah. Okay, we are about to start the third case, which is the right of turnabout, and it's time to reunite with a familiar face. So let's get into it. Anime.
Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Uh-oh, I think there's been a murder. Just gonna hydrate with my caffeinated beverage, but I couldn't actually grab use my fingers to grab it properly. And after playing as Apollo in the last case, we are back to playing as Phoenix again. So we're gonna be in Khura'in for another case. Ah, another fine day in the kingdom of Khura'in. Or Khura'in. It's so peaceful here. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. It sure was a rough start. Yep, you're darn tootin', Phoenix. Now to do what I came here to do. See Maya. Her long ascetic training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright! Albie! Happy Rocky! Hey Albie, happy Rocky. Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of Khura'in. I don't know about that, but I guess all that practicing is paying off. Have you gotten used to life at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me. Haha, yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Khura'in. Hats off to you guys, I don't know how you do it. And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I can think of a few things I'd rather do, like defend clients. So, what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today is a purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Homelander is such an awesome guy. When he figured out that A-Train's girlfriend died in the boys, and Deep is having issues with fishes, he tried to get A-Train and Deep into a relationship by saying, "Blur, A-Train." Yeah, that scene was really uncomfortable to watch. That was probably one of the more uncomfortable Homelander moments. I can only imagine how kind of awkward it might have been for Chase Crawford, Anthony Starr, and Jesse T. Usher to film that scene together. Wow, that's really something. It really is. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought... Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Phew, dodged a bullet there. Oh right, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the rite with this. An English guidebook. Where did you dig this up from? I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Rites Guide has been added to the court record. A guide to Khura'inese rites written for tourists. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. Okay, so the moment we have all been waiting for. Let's move to the Plaza of Devotion. And reunite with a familiar face from the original trilogy. her. It's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. But look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This too is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up at the end of those stairs is the inner sanctum. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are. After all, Khura'in is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Khura'ini spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What? 15? That's over half a day in prayer. From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, he's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid that story's going to have to wait for another time, Olby. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, oh noble traveler. There she is!
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
Who might you be?
There's that top knot. Maya! Miss Maya, happy Raki. Happy Raki, Albie. Yep, this is Maya Fair from the original Phoenix Wright trilogy that I've already played on stream. And, oh boy, has she matured. Let's see. Maya Fair is now 28 in this game. Whereas I think in the original trilogy, she's only like 16. So, there's been they've been apart for a few years. And you, Mr. Wright, may the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks. Hehe, long time no see, Nick. Well, did I surprise you with my act? Yeah, you can say that again. The only criticism I have with Maya's new 3D design is you might have noticed it when you saw her ears, but her ears look a little bit weird. Like, not from this angle, but when you see like the I don't know, the dips in the ears. Yeah, it doesn't look too natural. Also, her ear shape is quite jagged as well. It's very polygonal. I think that's the word. I sure miss those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright & Co. Law Offices. Now she's here, training to be the leader of Khura'in village and the master of her craft. Apparently to become the master of the Khura'in channeling technique. You have to train here in Khura'in, since this is where the technique originated. Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did. Hahaha, you haven't changed a bit, Maya. See what I mean though? Like, if you look at her ear, it looks a little bit weird. Yeah, that's the only drawback I have with Maya's new design. Everything else is perfect. Huh, and what's that supposed to mean? She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. Yeah, Maya's childish qualities are one of my favorite things about her. Well, not childish. That makes it sound bad. I mean like her excitement and bubbliness. So let's catch up with Maya. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused, but you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. Ha 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 ha. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hours, so sue me. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch. It definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep. I've completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. I've added it to my watch list. It is definitely on Prime Video. I have been more focusing on getting the TV shows I'm currently watching watched, but I will keep an eye on it because I know on Prime Video they do have a tendency to suddenly kind of announce that shows are leaving out of nowhere. And plus with the X-Files being a long show, I don't really want to juggle it with anything else. I think I would want to watch it all at once. So I want to make sure I'm not really watching any other long shows before I get into X-Files. Because I think X-Files has like 11 seasons or something like that. Which is good because it means that it's obviously really good enough to get like double-digit seasons, but it is also going to be quite a time consumer. Oh, jeez. Okay, guardian deity. So, about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't... yeah. I could give it a go then if you say it's more like popcorny. Yeah. That's how I like to... I kind of put TV shows in two categories. Either binge watch worthy, where I can just like bang it out and watch it in the space of a few months or something like that. And then the other side is popcorny, where it'd be something where I'd maybe watch like a few episodes of it a week and not really bother about getting through the series that quickly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get around to watching it, because I'm gonna be... I might get a chance to maybe fit in a couple of episodes tomorrow. I don't think I'll be watching too many episodes tomorrow if I do watch it, but I'll definitely try and start it tomorrow. Because tomorrow is gonna be quite busy. Well, X-Files came out long before YouTube was launched, so there's no rush with fear of getting spoiled. That's true. Yeah. I feel... I have heard other people talk about X-Files as well, but they don't really spoil the show. They're just like... It's one of those shows where when people talk about it, they're like, if you haven't seen X-Files, you need to. It's really, really good. It's kind of that sort of conversation starter. He's a real person who fought to establish the kingdom of Khura'in in a long, long time ago. Wow, so she actually existed. And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must be really a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep, and there's more to it than just her popularity this year. Okay, I'll be busy prepping for my JOB interview tomorrow, and then Fred's brother will be coming over at some point in the afternoon, and he'll be staying for quite a few hours, so I will be busy tomorrow, but when I'm free I'll try and squeeze I'll try and squeeze those first few episodes in. The Wright's popularity. Wait, you want me to watch a scary show with the lights off? Oh gosh. No, to be fair, towards the end of its run for like the last few seasons, I did watch The Walking Dead in the dark. So yeah, I'm sure I can watch X-Files in the dark. I just hope it doesn't get scary to the point where it'll try and make me jump sometimes. Itch in my eye. There we go. Whoa! I can't believe someone was able to actually capture her on film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan? You know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that? Ugh, excuse me. Dressed in a costume alone. Oh, that's okay then. If the horror in X-Files is more psychological, I can do psychological, yeah. Just switch to my H2O for a second, just to make sure I'm actually hydrated. I can't believe you really buy all that. Although I wonder who's under that robe. May 9th newspaper has been added to the court record. Thing is, shows like Walking Dead hook you from the very first episode, but X-Files is a bit slow-paced. That's why it'll take 3 episodes to get hooked. The Boys was also a bit slow-paced. I can't remember when I got hooked on The Boys. I think it was around the time where... Butcher's motives for wanting Homelander dead were truly revealed, like around the episode where Homelander's R-word of Becca, was revealed. Come on, Maya, just a minute you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. Hee. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hiya! Ow! Mr. Wright! Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the right today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know. That was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoy playing superhero at the right today. Ooh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Dee. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop-slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I'm not dabbing, I'm just shielding my face. Ugh, bless me. Ah, it's Acolyte Zealot. Acolyte Zealot. Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the High Priest Abbot in me, and lives and trains in his house. See how he prays in the cold? Oh, Ibrahim. I didn't have flaming hot Cheetos when I went to America at the start of this year, but I did have normal Cheetos, and I think I might have eaten like almost a whole bag of them. Like, oh, they're so good. I'm not really into spicy crisps, so I don't know if I'd like the flaming hot variety, but the normal Cheetos were so good. And yeah, they are very much the type of addictive thing where if you see like a bag or a box of them, then it is the they sell Cheetos, but more in the UK, you see cheetahs puffs more here, not like actual proper the stick variety of cheetah. Yeah, I only ever see cheetah puffs here, and I don't think they're quite the same. I'll tell you one thing that was interesting to find out about cheetahs is the cheese dust is actually really hard to get off your fingers. Like, even though I washed my hands after having Cheetos, I remember still having some of the dust, like, stuck between, like, just in the little crevices in my nails. Like, the little grooves. Like, where the skin next to my nail stops and the nail starts. Yeah, the cheese dust was a bit of a pain to get off. I'm not really a spicy person in general. If I ever have a curry, the spiciest I'll have it is medium. I'm a very mild to medium person. I don't really do jalfrezis or madras or like really hot curries like that. And also, I'm the type of person where if I get like jalapenos on my nachos, I'll just try and dig them out and pick them off. And I won't like, I don't get bottles of hot sauce, so you won't catch me drowning anything in hot sauce either. I know that's a thing that Americans like to do. If I had to say which crisp in the UK is similar to a cheetah, I would either go, well, we have Doritos here in the UK. They're very similar to Cheetos. And then in the UK we have Wotsits, which are basically like Cheetos puffs, but maybe not as cheesy. Yeah, I know. Another thing that I had in America is me and Fred got a box of Twinkies. So we had Twinkies between us, and oh, I totally get why people get addicted to Twinkies. They are so good. All it is like a really sweet cream in a sponge finger, but it is so good. He used to. Fred's brother used to have long hair, and then he got it cut, and now he's got kind of like a... If I had to compare it to anybody, I'd say like Justin Bieber, circa 2012-13 kind of dealio, when he got rid of his shaggy haircut and just went short. Yeah, that's how I'd describe Fred's brother's hair. Like post shaggy haircut Justin Bieber, like that era. Fred can make Rapunzel jealous. Yeah. He'd probably have a better shot at being Rapunzel than I could ever be. So Phoenix has just passed out due to back pain that he got from praying. No, Maya's been arrested again. Looks like Phoenix is gonna have to defend Maya for the second or third time. Phoenix is passed out because it's what Clara would have wanted. Very, very funny. Yeah. Very funny, Ibrahim. So, someone's been killed, so clearly there's been a murder of some kind. So we don't know who has been killed yet. Oh, hi Emma! Emma Sky? What's she doing in Khura'in? I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. And Emma and Phoenix is another relationship that goes back to the original Phoenix Wright trilogy, because in the bonus episode in the very first Ace Attorney game, Emma makes her first appearance as a supporting character. So, what are you doing in Khura'in, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Khura'in, Mr. Wright? Same here, it's a long story, but we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? Time to get the details from Emma. What happened? What happened, Emma? Please, tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite as it was being performed last night. The victim is Tarost in me. Tarost in me. That's clearly a pun of trust in me. The high priest who was presiding over the rite. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day has passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take better care of it. I love the part where Gustavo Fring said it's fringing time and fringed all over everyone. Or it's fringing time? Yeah, it's fringing time and fringed all over everyone. Yeah. I think now, whenever I see Giancarlo Esposito play a villain in anything, if he does anything even remotely Gustavo Fring coded, I'm just gonna be like, oh great, he's fringing again. The murder took place at the inner sanctum where the rite was being held. The inner sanctum. It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Abbot Inmi and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of. So, who do you think killed the High Priest? Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So then, only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred. Right. Plus, the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. some people get stuck in a role. Like every time you see RDJ, your brain's first reaction will be, that's the guy who plays Iron Man. Yeah, I do kind of feel for actors when that happens, because most actors are... Some actors are really lucky to have multiple roles that they're really well known for, but you do get the odd actor who is only really well known for one role, and that role ends up defining the rest of their career. So it's like, I bet when Avengers Doomsday comes out, nobody's gonna refer to RDJ as Doctor Doom in that movie. They're all gonna be like, oh my god, Tony Stark's come back from the dead. So it's also like, another example is Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I have seen him in other things since he first appeared in Walking Dead, but whenever I see him I just think, oh hey, it's Negan. And even other Walking Dead actors, like the actress who plays Andrea in The Boys, she plays Crimson Countess, as you know. And when I saw her, I didn't think, oh, who's this character played by Laurie Holden? I was just like, oh my god, that's Andrea. So, yeah, yeah, it does happen to singers as well. I'm trying to think of a good example. Yeah, there's Eminem and Slim Shady. Yeah, I'm trying to think of another example of a singer that's kind of stuck with a actor or with a role. Or with singers, I feel like it's more common to have them be associated with one song. Say if a singer has only had one really popular song, they might not even be referred to by name. They might just be like, for example, like, oh, it's Eminem. Yeah. Oh, Miley Cyrus is Hannah Montana. Yeah, that's a great example. Yeah. Especially lately, because since Hannah Montana turned 20, everyone's kind of remembering again that Miley did used to be Hannah. And I think it's kind of reignited, like, oh my god, she is Miley Cyrus now, but she defined my childhood as Hannah Montana. Because she did define my childhood as Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana was one of my favourite shows growing up. And Miley was also my first concert as well. Yeah, my first concert, I saw Miley Cyrus on the tour that she did for the album that she made while she was twerking and doing... and smoking weed and doing drugs and all that stuff. So it was a wild concert, but a very, very memorable one. Hannah Montana was my childhood. Like, boys had a crush on her and girls wanted to look pretty like her. Like, they bring lunch boxes, bags and geometry box of Hannah Montana. Yeah, I had a Hannah Montana lunchbox that I took to school. Yeah, and I even dressed up as Hannah Montana, because in the UK, every year when you're in primary school, you have to dress up as a book character for this one day of the year called World Book Day. And I yeah, I dressed up as Hannah Montana because even though Hannah Montana is a TV character, she does. There are Hannah Montana books, so it did count. So I got the Hannah Montana wig. I dressed up in a very Hannah Montana-esque outfit. Well, it wasn't really a Hannah-esque outfit, but I did have a Hannah Montana t-shirt. I also had all of the Hannah CDs in physical format, so somewhere I've still got the CDs of Hannah Montana 1, Hannah Montana 2, Meet Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana 3, Hannah Montana Forever, Hannah Montana the movie. There's so many good Hannah Montana songs there. Oh. I don't know. I feel like if I were to dress up as a boy's character, I probably... Fred says I apparently look a lot like Ashley, so maybe I could pull off an Ashley Barrett kind of look. Probably pre-soup, before she got Bashley on the back of her head. But I could pull off an Ashley, and maybe I could pull off an Annie. Like maybe season 1 Annie before Erin Moriarty got her health issues and it unfortunately affected her appearance. Yeah. Or maybe even Firecracker. I could easily do a Firecracker. Fred just needs a half-sleeve white shirt to look like Penguin Zero. I don't think I'm familiar with Penguin Zero. I'm guessing it's a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer. So, what brings you here, Emma? Back in the US, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Khura'in. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. Oh, Moist Critical! Yeah, I know who you mean now. Yeah, he's a really popular gaming influencer. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty exciting day gaming-wise tomorrow. I am very, very much looking forward to the state of play. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow, which, if I end up not being able to stream, it would suck, because I don't know whether I'll be able to wait another day to watch the state of play. So I might have to watch the massive state of play that Sony have planned tomorrow. Like off stream. But yeah, it's a very, very exciting week for gaming, because tomorrow it's the state of play, and then on Friday it's Summer Game Fest, which last year at Summer Game Fest we got RE9, RE Requiem, which so far that game is my game of the year for this year. So yeah, Lord knows what we could get from that this year. RE10? No. And then after Summer Game Fest, there's an Xbox showcase, and there's also a Future Games showcase. There's so many showcases. I think the main ones I'm looking forward to are the State of Play tomorrow, and then Summer Game Fest on Friday. I know Modern Warfare 4 got revealed, but I haven't checked the trailer out yet. I know it's coming out like a month before GTA 6 though, which I don't know if that was a very good marketing move by Treyarch or Activision, whoever's making this one. Cause a month. Cause either people are gonna get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 and they're gonna want to speed through it to get to GTA 6, or they're just not gonna get Modern Warfare 4 at all because they're gonna want to save up for GTA 6. Yeah, I did hear that Price and Ghost were gonna be back in it. I need to catch up on the Modern Warfare reboot. I played Modern Warfare 1, the reboot version, and I have Modern Warfare 2, but I still need to play that. And I still need to play Modern Warfare 3, and then maybe I'll get round to 4 at some point. I've played the original Modern Warfares. I love the OG Modern Warfares from back in the day. I think Modern Warfare 2 is probably my favourite. But I do also really like Modern Warfare 3 out of the original ones. Because Modern Warfare 3 was actually the first game that I kind of looked at it and was like, ooh, what's this? I could get into this. And it wasn't until the following, or a few years later when Black Ops 2 came out, that I finally remembered, oh yeah, Call of Duty exists. Oh, the story gives you Captain America Civil War vibes? Nice. I bought the remake 2019 Modern Warfare, but the disc didn't work, the data packs were not in it. Oh no! Yeah, that's the one annoying thing about getting... I don't know whether it's a problem on PC, but the one little naggy thing I have with Modern Warfare, or with Call of Duty in general nowadays, is if you get it on PlayStation, it's a real pain to install it, because each of the different game modes come in their own little packs. Like, it's nice because you get to choose what to install, but it's not so nice because it means that the entire game as a whole is really big. I remember when I got Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and I think that game literally took me 2 days to download it because I just got tired of waiting for so long, because I think that game is like 200 gigabytes or something weird like that, or blasphemous like that would be a better word to use. The game discs that they sell here get manufactured in UAE sometimes can be faulty. Yeah, I've definitely had a problem with faulty discs in the UK before. Like, the first disc I got of GTA 5 back when that came out, that ended up getting faulty because I think it was the second time I ran the game and it just would not, for the life of that game, get off the initial loading screen. So I just figured it was faulty, so I got a better copy, and then that one worked fine, and that was the one that I beat the game on. What other faulty game experiences do I have? I had it a few times when I was a kid as well, where I'd get a game and it would end up going faulty after a while. I feel like faulty games are more a problem if you... In the UK, faulty games are more of a problem if you get them by Amazon or something. I feel like if you get a game from a proper game store on the high street, it's less likely to be faulty because you know they've actually double checked that nothing's damaged. Whereas if you get a game from an online store like Amazon, because of the long transit journeys it's probably going to take to get to your house, there's more of a likelihood that yeah, it will break in some capacity. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I better give it everything I've got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sanmati mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in the last trial. Let's just say I'll help where I can. So thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Sanmati sounds pretty strict. So, first things first, let's start with this. The autopsy report. Tavros autopsy report added to the court record. Cause of death was blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon. And going back to the faulty game subject, I have also had the usual wear and tear happen with consoles as well, like the first. So I had two PS2s back in the day, and the first one I got, for whatever reason, I don't know whether the audio driver broke, but it just got to a point where I loaded up one of the wrestling games I used to play like crazy when I was a kid, and there was no sound, so I was basically just playing a game with no audio. So I had to end up getting another PS2. One recurring issue that I have always had with controllers as well is stick drift. I hate stick drift so much, where after a while your controller acts like your sticks are moving in a certain direction even though they're not. I know what it's due to, but it is a bit of a pain to fix it. Isn't that rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Sanmati and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again, no way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You get to go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the inner sanctum is off limits for you, huh? Oh well, guess I'll just have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they going to go home? The customs of the rite require they not move from the spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Okie dokie. So we are going to investigate the crime scene by moving to the inner sanctum. Oh yeah, that nice 3D panning. Brr. It's really high up and really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Who's that? It kind of looks like... Is that Rafa? I think so. Let's talk to her. Excuse me. Oh, bless me. Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are? Carved head? Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priest's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Khura'in. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here. But I'm not unscrupulous. Quiet. You dared to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day. She's still sore about that trial. Okay, let's talk to Rafa. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. But we know the killer is one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she is a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big phony balonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige. Ah, it seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise thanks to the last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. The defense? As a defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so... What's this? You intend to make a mockery of our sacred Hall of Justice once more? No, I simply want to defend my client. Which means you have come to forge evidence then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people anyway? My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance? No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. Still can't imagine what the warriors here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh-ho! Hehehe, I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head. Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? Okay, let's see what her idea is. So, what's this most wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds, naturally. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Of course, not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood? She can't do this to me. What was that, Barbed Head? Oh, no, it's nothing. Very well then, let us get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary. Please don't rush me. It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbed Head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Khura'in. My nose getting a little runny. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now make haste so we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. What now? Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune, but this time my insight shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for a defeat, most bitter lawyer. I will. Now can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. I better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. Okay, let's talk about the Inner Sanctum. Could you tell me about this place, your benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? Heh. You ill-mannered. I'm the Crown Princess of Khura'in. There's nothing I do not know. Nana? Whoa, where'd she come from? Hey, no cheating. Silence, barbed head. Nana's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she? Your pocket internet? This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe in this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the access to the place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family, huh? Here, the High Priest's family? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Abbot Imni lived with his wife and disciple acolyte Puri Zelot. A young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira? Yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer no doubt offered to stand in as she saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in. Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descendant of her holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zealot later too. Right, let's look around and examine, starting with the obvious red coloured statue. Actually, we'll start with the body outline. Okay, yeah, let's look at the statue. And we've got the robe and mask here. The robe smells of incense. Okay. Yeah, so there's a good chance the victim smelled incense before he died. Ooh. There is something bloody on the floor. So the blood-stained letter is in the court record. X-Files also leans hard into the type of horror that when discovering government secrets, suddenly men in suits try to stalk you. Oh gosh. Yeah, so... yeah, there's a name for that kind of horror. It's kind of like slasher horror, but it's not as high stakes. So, now let's look at the mural. Oh my! To be surprised, I'm not surprised I'm yawning, given that I did get up quite early this morning to go to my mum's. So clearly I'm a little on the tired side. Yeah, I do like a good thriller. So it kind of seems... X-Files kind of seems very multi-genre. Like, it might have a genre attached to it as a TV show, but it's not afraid to escape that genre and go in different directions. So, cause of death was blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon. Okay. Oh, that's good that they nail every finale. Yeah. Ugh, pardon me. Ah. So. Oh yeah. Hydrate a little bit more. And now I'm gonna look at the prayer flags. What else? We've got more lanterns to look at. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you're definitely selling me more on the show, that's for sure. Okay, right. So I'll change perspective. What have we got? We've got ritual curtain has been added to the court record. A curtain around the perimeter of the sanctum, isolating it from the outside world. The entrance was shut during the rite. And oh, what's that? Like a trail of prayer flags. I do wonder if this week is the week where we're finally gonna get a new GTA 6 trailer. It seems like the perfect time to start promoting GTA 6 properly, given there's so many gaming showcases and gaming related events this week. It'd be really, really cool. Sanctum prayer flags found outside the ritual curtain. They have been sewn together into a long banner. I do hope everyone is having a good stream and a good day in general. Obviously, I will be doing my usual 2-hour time frame today, so that means there's roughly another well, it'll depend, but I am hoping to do another 40 minutes. To take it all the way to 9 o'clock in my time frame. Oh, there is a broken lamp. How the idea with the boys is Butcher was taking revenge for his wife. X-Files also has its own emotional hook that makes us root for the main character. Interesting. I That's a thing you'll see a lot in anime as well. Usually the reason why anime protagonists get so beloved is because there's usually always a main plot point that makes you sympathize or empathize with the character. So for Demon Slayer, the main character in that, Tanjiro, his whole thing is he joins the Demon Slayers in order to get revenge for his family who get killed by a demon, but also to both avenge and save his sister, like kind of avenge the fact that his sister got turned into a demon, but also Tanjiro's sister is hopefully gonna get turned back into a human by Tanjiro. And with MHA, My Hero Academia, you root for Deku in that show because Izuku Midoriya, whose hero name is Deku, his thing is he doesn't have a superpower, and yet he's hoping to go to a school where everyone else does have superpowers, and he's also hoping to be a hero even though he's quirkless. So that's kind of the initial premise, and then once the main kind of hook happens where suddenly Izuku does get a quirk, then, or a superpower, then that's when it happens. That's when the main premise kind of falls into place more and more, because then it becomes about Izuku actually being able to save the world with superpowers. The main character has a weird personality in X-Files, but when understanding his backstory, it makes it understandable that someone who's been through such trauma and lack of answers would behave this way. Yeah. Because if you have been through so much trauma and you feel like the world's wronged you, of course you're gonna kind of hate the world. A lot of snow has been pushed up. Inner Sanctum photo has been added to the court record. Shows an area of shoveled out snow and a lantern with a broken wing guard. And okay, there is a rock here. Can you smell? No. If you smell what the rock is cooking. That's what I think of whenever I hear The Rock, because of course I would, with me being a wrestling fan. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh, why is my nose being such a B word? What else are we? An alternate look at the statue. So we're gonna look at the missing eyepiece, or the weird eye of the bed. Oh, it is missing its eye. Interesting. I wonder if The Boys has any X-Files parallels as well. Maybe I'll get to pick out any similarities between the X-Files on The Boys if Eric Kripke also carried over those parallels to... I don't see why he wouldn't include them in all of his projects, because if the X-Files was such a big inspiration, then surely Eric Kripke would try his best to pay tribute to X-Files in any and every way that he could, regardless of the TV show. Right, have we... I don't think... I'm just looking around just to make sure that we have gotten everything. I'm surprised the pool of blood in itself isn't a clue. What else? Supernatural is about ghosts. I didn't actually get that connection. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Have I exhausted everything? Yeah, maybe I need to talk to Rafa. Oh, Lady Kira. There we go. So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. Whatever happened to you need but ask. Nina? Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister, but unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with the dagger. A dagger? Well, this became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides her souls, and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by that insurgent Dirk. So, Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? Hi, Black Sniper. Welcome in. Yeah, this case is probably one of my favorites in this game. I think the last few cases in this game are all really, really good. And I do really like Lady Kira's theme as well. Ibrahim, you know what I've been thinking? Negan has a son in The Walking Dead named Joshua. I think young Dacre Montgomery, who plays Billy Hargrove in Stranger Things, would have been perfect for the role. Oh, yeah. I loved Dacre in Stranger Things, who played Billy. He was so good. I really hope I get to see him in more stuff. And I'm really glad that since Stranger Things, he has been in more things. Stranger Things kind of, I think it opened the door for him, and it probably was his breakout role, to be honest. So what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a warbird. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Khura'in. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter lady Kira? Who do you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. So even Princess Rafa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? That about does it for the inner sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate the place. Okay, let's move back to the Plaza of Devotion and talk to Emma. Wow, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now, to find Emma. Oh yeah, this guy. You there, wait. I want to ask you something. Okay. Do you know me, and do I know you? Well, I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No. I want to know if you know who I am. Uh-huh. How should I know? I've never even seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. I wonder if he has amnesia or something. X-Files is such a pop culture icon, it made so many people become conspiracy theorists. Yeah. I'm not dead, I swear, on YouTube. Welcome in. I love Ace Attorney as well. Yeah, this is far from my first playthrough of this game. I think of Spirit of Justice, it's my second playthrough. I am very, very familiar with other games in the series. Dual Destinies and Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I've played the original Phoenix Wright trilogy already on stream, and that is probably the 3 games that I'm most familiar with. Are you having trouble remembering who you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. Gee, you should become an attorney like you love Better Call Saul and Ace Attorney. Yeah, I have kind of secretly wondered whether a law career would be good for me. I know if I were to become a lawyer, I'd have to go to law school and probably get a law degree, pass the bar exam, all that stuff. So, yeah. Being a lawyer probably is one of those things, like, yeah, maybe I do it in another life. I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to do it in this one. I'm not dead, I swear. I simply can't buy all of them. Okay, yeah, I think they are a bit more accessible now than they used to be, because Capcom have done a great job of kind of bundling all the games into trilogies. No, the bar exam, it's what they call an official exam to get your attorney's badge. I don't know why they call it the bar exam, they just do. Please imagine if a bar fight happens. Yeah. Ibrahim says hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's Fred. He was just walking through getting a refill of his drink. He is. What are you doing right now?
Working on emulator.
Okay. Programming. More like programming.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this damn game to boot, but I can't tell what the hell it's doing or what it's getting stuck on. I think it's waiting for an interrupt. Not sure.
Huh. Yeah, like in the code.
Yeah. So it's sat there waiting for a variable to change. The only thing that could possibly change is a different, an interrupt.
Ibrahim quoting Dutch Vanderland. Senior, please. Because he called you senior.
What? Not that old.
Unless he meant to put senor. Like, howdy senor. Like, howdy mister.
No hablo español. I speak 2 languages. English,
English.
Japanese, and C.
That's technically 2 and a bit languages.
Well, C isn't a real language. I only know a little bit of Japanese, so you add them together.
Yeah.
Yeah. What languages do you speak?
A little bit of Japanese, English.
A little bit of English, I'm proud of you.
Wait, huh? No, English, a little bit of Japanese.
Chotto Nihongo.
Is that what that means? A little bit of Japanese?
I think so. The grammar might not be correct, but Chotto means a bit, and Nihongo means the Japanese language. So Chotto Nihongo des.
Wait, Dutch says por favor in Red Dead 2. Interesting. That's interesting. I didn't know YouTube auto-translate comments.
Oh, that's neat.
Because Ibrahim wrote in Spanish and it translated it to please.
Sometimes it feels a bit on the nose. Some guy will say like bonjour and YouTube are like, that means hello.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Ooh. Hi Francisco, welcome in. Hi.
Hi. Sayonara, Georgia-chan.
Sayonara G-Dog-chan. He said it when he was on Guam Island. He didn't know their language, so... Oh yeah, that's right. I can't wait to get to that part in the game when I play it on stream. Cause yeah, I think Red Dead 2 is definitely gonna be one of those playthroughs that I do on stream where I'm probably gonna take it nice and slow. I don't think I'm gonna rush through the game at all, just cause I don't think rushing through Red Dead 2 is the best way to play it. It is a game that's meant to be played slowly so you can experience everything. Is he trying to walk like an Egyptian? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss. No good, huh? Guess I'll try somebody else. Well, that guy was weird. So, who was that man and what did he want, Barthead? I wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright! What now? Emma! If we gonna take nice and slow, then we probably reach end next year, because you do it once a week. Yeah, maybe. So it could change. Right now I say I'll take it nice and slow, but there might come a time where I feel like I've played it enough or experienced it enough for it to be a really good playthrough, so then I'll pick up pace a little bit. So speaking of long playthroughs, I'm nearly at the end of it right now, but Persona 5, I've been playing that since I started streaming, and I'm still playing it. Because the Persona series of games are long. Like, really long games. Like, one playthrough is easily, maybe even over 100 hours. Why don't you stick to one game and move to next after finishing it? That's another thing I could do. If I feel like Red Dead 2 is taking a long time and I feel like I really want to finish it, then yeah, I could change my schedule so temporarily so that I just play Red Dead 2 until I beat it. Say like a really good motive for doing that is if Rockstar suddenly out of nowhere announce they're making a third Red Dead game. I swear I've done that before as well for other games. I know I thought about doing that for Ghost of Tsushima before Yote came out, but I can't remember whether I actually went through with it or... Well, no, I think I was going to, and then I finished the game just in time anyway. Oh, you don't think we will get Red Dead 3, Ibrahim? Yeah, true. Yeah, I think because Red Dead 2 is so well loved, it's probably gonna be like the new GTA 5, where they're just gonna keep working on Red Dead Online and keep upgrading it for current gen consoles. I'm still waiting for a proper kind of kind of a remake, but not changing anything about the story, just remaking Red Dead 1 Red Dead 1 using Red Dead 2's engine. Because that's really what I wanted Red Dead 1 remastered to be. I wanted it to more be a remake where they use the Red Dead 2 engine. Oh yeah, once GTA 6 comes out as well, Rockstar will probably be milking that for all it's worth. They did it with 5, so why not do it with 6? I do not like the look of the weather outside my house right now. It is very grey and overcast. I'm really hoping it doesn't just start chucking it down out of nowhere. So, Inner Sanctum photo updated in the court record. Shows the High Priest's body, a shoveled out area of snow, and a lantern with a broken wing guard. Oh yeah! They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Rockstar gonna be milking... Oh yeah, I already read that. He's ephemeral holiness. Who's that? Who's that, Emma? Oh, Sam Hardy. Okay. He's like the world's hardest riddle wrapped in a flowy sash. I'm not done, I swear. The weather is terrible for you right now. Yeah, I'm from the UK, so we over here we're just coming out of a heat wave that lasted for a week or a couple of weeks, and now it's looking like we're gonna get a lot of rain to compensate for all the hot weather. Oh, you're from the UK too. Nice. I always like meeting fellow YouTube and Twitch users from the same country. Yeah, I'm not a fan of storms either. Ibrahim, Howard from BCS died in early 2000s time. Imagine if he had lived to experience ChatGPT, who would sound more robotic. Howard from BCS. Howard from BCS. What's BCS? Died in early 2000s. I'm trying to think of a Howard that I know that died in early 2000s. Why do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was a glimmer of swap, and now that I'm finally rid of that grating, bling-loving Europhile, I get this guy. Oh no, now I'm really going to be late. He'll probably make... BCS Better Call Saul. Yeah, of course. Howard Hamlin, yeah. Imagine if Howard would have lived to experience ChatGPT. Howard would probably be very pro AI. Yeah, I could totally see him turning HHM into this, like, tech AI friendly law magnate. And maybe Saul or Jimmy, whatever you want to call him, he would probably be anti-AI, being like, no, AI ruined this world. So, let's go to the detention center because we need to chat to Maya. And that will probably be the last thing that we do in this stream, because on Mondays I usually play Ace Attorney for 2 hours. If you are new to my stream, I'll quickly go over my schedule, but I have a 5-game cycle, so tomorrow I would usually be streaming. However, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to because I've got family coming over, so my day might end up being taken up by that. And I will definitely be back on Wednesday if I don't stream tomorrow, but my usual schedule is on Mondays I play Ace Attorney, Tuesdays I play Yakuza, Wednesday I play Persona, so right now I'm playing Persona 5 Royal. Thursday I play Red Dead Redemption 2, and Friday I am playing Life is Strange Reunion. So a good mix of games. I think I do have a game from a different genre on each day. So Mondays are visual novel, Tuesday is very beat 'em up action adventure, Wednesday is turn-based RPG, Thursday is open world epic, and Friday is usually just something chill, choice making, relaxed. I am gonna try and keep that distinguishable theme going throughout the games that I play, because that would be really cool if I could kind of keep that same structure going for quite a while. If Howard was to have a discussion with ChatGPT, he would type bigger messages and ChatGPT can reply with probably. And on Sunday, me So my fiance Fred joins me on Sunday and we play Resident Evil Village. And I don't stream on Saturdays, so I stream 6 out of 7 days. So this week it'll be 5 out of 7 days because I won't be able to stream tomorrow probably. So, Life Simulator. Yeah, Saturday I do Life Simulator. That's more like it. I just go through my own life. That's definitely something I might do at some point on stream, like either as a special stream or just if I'm ever in the mood for something chill. I might do like a Sims playthrough or something like that. 'Cause I am a big Sims person. Especially Sims 3 and 4. I played Sims 3 religiously when that came out, and then Sims 4, I've got quite a few of the DLCs for that game. Not all of them, but I've got a few that, if you look at my game, it's very distinguishable from the base game. It is a rather chunky mic. It is also relatively close to the camera because I've got it kind of pointed this way, and the mic is like, so my camera's there, and then my mic's here. So if that, like, if me pointing to it kind of distinguishes the distance between them. I do like this setup though. I feel like it works. The only time it gets a little bit annoying is when me and Fred have to share one mic stand and one mic in between us. I think we still need to iron out a better way to maybe make it suit both of us. Borrowed head, stop stalling and go straight to the matter of true import. We know she is the murderer, therefore it is time for her confession. Your benevolence, what brings the royal priestess to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now, out with it. Confess to your crime. Please, your benevolence, could you please take it down a notch or 3? Oof. Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. The incident. I didn't kill the high priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbot Inmei was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that? He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Khura'in cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life. It's like they were a family and home away from home in this foreign land. They must have been a source of comfort, what with being here for training all alone. But what? I can't completely deny the charge either. Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. So, what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge? Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really sleepy. The next thing I knew, Abbott in me was, you know, you suddenly got sleepy. So then you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered? No, I didn't, but if I was possessed by some crazed spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? Be honest. What you call training has been an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for prestige. No, it's not like that at all. Okay, training. I'm training to become the master of the Khura'in channeling technique. A neophyte practitioner such as you become a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Rafa seems to really hate fakers, but Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits, as we know from the original trilogy. I should let Rafa know. Your benevolence, I won't call Maya a neophyte because she can already Ah, wait, Nick. What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What's that all about? What is all that whispering about over there? Oh, it's nothing really. I'll have to ask about this later when Princess Rafa's not around. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick! Yes? About Abbott Immi's murder. There was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? Okay. So, I'm gonna leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger, and we will find out what Maya noticed was strange about the murder in the next Ace Attorney stream, which will be next Monday. So, I'm gonna save and think about wrapping up. There we go. Yep, that's definitely it. I'll just double check again. Yep. Here. Ugh, pardon me. Exit the game. Don't save because I've already saved. There we go. So that was the Ace Attorney stream for today. If you enjoy the stream, then definitely, if you're on Twitch, make sure to follow me and subscribe to me if you don't already. If you're on YouTube, then do like the video if you're watching on demand. Comment on what you're liking about the Ace Attorney game so far if you're new to it, or if you're more experienced, then definitely do share what you like about Ace Attorney in general. Also, feel free to suggest games in the comments. Oh, my nose is so itchy right now. Also, turn your notifications on both Twitch and YouTube so you know when I go live. And if you want to connect with me outside of stream, my socials are in the bottom right corner, so definitely do that. Be warned, I am more active on X and Discord than Instagram. Ibrahim, I was thinking it must be so interesting to look at the planets for the first time. Like back then there was no polluted air, so much clear view. Yeah. Oh, you were watching a video about Galileo made the telescope. Oh, interesting. So, I will update you all tomorrow on whether there will officially be a stream or not. In advance, in case I don't see you all tomorrow due to hanging out with Fred and his brother, I do hope everyone enjoys the PlayStation State of Play. If you do plan on watching it tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna be staying up that little bit late to check it out because I do not want to be spoiled. I I think PlayStation might have a heck of a show planned tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it. And in the event that I don't stream tomorrow, I will absolutely be back on stream on Wednesday, so don't worry, you will not be without me for too much longer. And yeah, okay. I am going to end the stream on YouTube so I can focus on reading on Twitch, but once again, I do hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you either tomorrow in the unlikely event that I can stream, or on Wednesday for more Persona. So, bye! Thank you for watching!